welcome to Power to the Flower. My name is Kara and I am the owner of Power to the Flower. I am inside today because it is super windy outside. There are sticks falling all over the place and I don't think you would be able to hear me if I was out there. So anyways, today's video is about butterfly bushes or Buddleias and how to trim them. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I wanted to let you know that it was filmed over multiple days. The day that I trimmed the Buddleia, the very first day of filming, was on January 1st, and we were all home and it's a bit loud. I'm really sorry about the sawing. I wasn't the only one working outside that day. And then the most recent video, the last video, was from just a few days ago, maybe February 5th. So it's nice because it shows you kind of progress in a quick way. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's helpful, and go ahead and pass it on to someone else that you think might find it helpful or maybe just funny to watch. The great thing about butterfly bushes, and the reason why I have them in my garden, is because they attract pollinators to my yard. And the big one that I have attracts hummingbirds constantly, which is one of the reasons why I love it. It's also a beautiful show for a long period of time. All through the summer and into the fall, you have flowers. It comes in a variety of sizes, as well as foliage colors, as well as flower colors. And they do love full sun, so they want to have at least 6 hours of good sun a day. They can also handle intense heat. So in our area where we get hot summers, they are a great flower that isn't going to burn, that's going to still look beautiful and bright, and can handle our heat. There is a lot of great reasons to bring a Buddleia into your garden landscape if you haven't already.
So it's time to start some projects, Zone 9 gardening. Just thought this might be a good time to do a video and get you thinking about what you might want to be doing in your garden. So today I have a Buddleia, a butterfly bush, that I need to trim. I have two actually, an old one from the previous owners and a new one that I planted last year. And the older one gets very tall. I think it's in the 5 to 8 feet realm, and the newer one is a 3x3. You can see from this angle, there is the old tall one. And what I did last year was I just left it alone to see what would happen. And what I found is it did not have a very good show. All of the new blossoms were just at the very top of the canopy and nothing came out the bottom. So what I'm going to do is trim it down and let's just start a new shape. It was trimmed into this tree shape, and so I just thought, let's see what happens, but it's not good. So we need to start over. The other one is right next to it, and this is the smaller version, and so I'm also going to be trimming this one down as well.
The new growth on these plants started to flush out in November and December, but you want to wait until the risk of frost has passed before you trim them. This old Buddleia is definitely starting to flush out. I'm not the only one out here. We're all doing projects today.
All right, so let's get started. You can see from this angle, it's all growing out because this is where the sun comes in. So I want to reshape it and take off all of the top in order to hopefully promote branching out the back as well. Let's start with that. So I'm going to start by cutting off any dead branching.
Now I'm going to trim this down to about 8 inches above the ground.
It's going to look a bit sparse for a while.
In terms of how to cut the plant, you go ahead and make your cut above a node, which is where a new leaf is starting to flush out.
That's about it. So hopefully, whoa, we have some olives coming from the tree behind us. So that's about it. Here is how your Buddleia is going to look. All right, so for this one, you can see it's going crazy. We have cross branching, we have new growth, old growth, but you can see I cut it not too long ago. We have new branches coming, so it's a very positive thing. It's not dead, it just looks terrible. We're gonna bring the whole thing down to about 18 inches, and that should help it flush new growth and new blooms this year. So let's go for it. I'm gonna cut off this old one actually right here. Ooh, it's pretty thick. My loppers aren't as strong as I wanted them to be. Now, lots of people have really great ideas about how to take care of their branches. I didn't prepare any great ideas. Here we go. This is just to help me get it out of here. So I think I'm gonna go down to here. And then this one I'm gonna take all the way down. We might need to consider getting a saw. This is gonna be a totally different plant than it was a few minutes ago. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to do it now, because as it's blooming, getting all of this new growth, I want it to be green and going in the right direction as soon as possible. So I have a little saw here. Let's just take care of this. So that's it. That amazing, gigantic butterfly bush is now a butterfly stump. But if you come closer, you can see there is new growth coming already. So I expect we'll have new branching coming out of this really soon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this down even further because the new branching is going to leave this old wood the way that it is. So I'm going to take this one down to about the same height. There we go. Perfect. So now all of these will become new shoots, and hopefully the cutting will promote even newer shoots to start being stimulated. All right, so that's it. I hope this was really helpful and easy for you to see how easy it is to do a Buddleia trim. And what I'll be doing is showing you some follow-up videos as soon as we get some new growth. Show you this amazing Buddleia, which has totally leafed out since I cut it. Here is my 3x3 Buddleia, and here is my old Buddleia, which was a huge tree, and you can see all of this new growth. This one is the one that's like the most exciting, I think, because all of this had nothing on it, and now it has, I've chopped it down to the ground and it's been brought back to life. So trim your Buddleias if you haven't done it yet, because it is Buddleia trimming time here in the East Bay and Davis areas. Thanks again for joining Power to the Flower, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.